primacy for the faculty, academic and professional matters, which includes curriculum and everything that's on the first part of this agenda. If we can just get that out of the hands of the boards, let them know that it's not acceptable, either now or ever in the future, get it back on our side, then we can get back to what we really should be doing, and that is teaching our students and engaging that achievement gap. And all of the energy has now been redirected to have to deal with this issue. Let's deal with it with this resolution. I urge you to vote yes and get back to what we should be doing.
The next speaker will be Roger Scott, and we're about towards the end of our 20 minutes, so you might be the last speaker.
Roger Scott. I work in the African American Scholastic Program. I've been here since 1972, which doesn't give me any special insight or privilege either. I would like to propose a brief amendment. I move that we delete numbers lines 1 through 21. This section here, first of all, the language directing the board or recommending that the Board of Trustees permanently remove all references to the following is a bit authoritarian and irrational, and that the resolution has already been withdrawn anyway. Obviously, the board created something that was ill-conceived, and it was in some ways incendiary, and I think I have to criticize some of my friends who've spoken today too. Some of their language has been comparably incendiary, in my view. And I think we can work together to resolve these issues. There clearly is an achievement gap. It's clearly in the interest of everybody in this great institution to resolve these issues. So I formally move that we delete this section of this resolution.
Who's the second? Okay. Is this a friendly amendment? I have to ask.
No, these are the areas that are directly related to the 10+1, and I don't regard it as a friendly amendment to remove these items.
Okay. Okay, so at this point we are out of time. We have two choices. Amendment has been made and seconded. We can immediately vote on the amendment, or someone could move to extend time and specify an amount of time that we extend by. Okay, I see a motion to extend time by 10 minutes. This motion is not debatable. It could be amended if someone said no, they prefer 15, but I think 10 sounds good. It doesn't need a second. Oh, it does need a second. Is there a second? Okay, Nora's a second. Great. Okay, now what we'll do then is we will vote on the motion to extend time. It requires a two-thirds majority, my parliamentarian tells me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask the vote. What we're going to be voting on right now, and I'll explain again the method of voting. I'm going to ask you to stand to vote for or against. Please have your red tab visible. Okay? And so if you want to vote for the motion, let me first back up 1 minute. If we don't extend time, we're going to be voting on an amendment to this motion. And then immediately after that, vote on the resolution. If we do extend time, then there will be time to discuss the amendment to the resolution. Okay? So if you would like to, if you wish to, so this is what the vote's going to be. You're going to vote yes if you want to extend time by 10 minutes. You are going to vote no if you do not want to extend time by 10 minutes. Okay? Okay, all those in favor of extending time by 10 minutes, please stand up and remain standing until you have been counted.
Susie?
Have our counters been able to count the number of those standing? Let me know when you're done. Yes, only those with red tags were standing. Two things, must wear red tag and must stand to be counted. Okay. 19, okay, the yes votes will please sit down. And now I'm going to ask those who wish to vote no on extending the time to please stand and remain standing until I tell you to sit down.
I withdraw the motion to extend time for 10 minutes.
Thank you. The motion has been withdrawn. We don't need to count. Thank you. Okay. Since the time has not been extended, what we are going to be voting on right now is an amendment. Okay? So you will vote yes if you wish to approve the amendment, and I'm going to ask that the amendment be repeated. What is the amendment? Roger made the amendment, right? The amendment is to withdraw, strike, to delete a section of this motion. Okay, does everyone understand what the amendment is and which section we're talking about deleting? Yes. Okay, great. So now we're going to vote on the amendment. If you wish this motion to be amended to delete those sections, you will vote yes. If you don't wish that amendment to be made, you will vote no. This amendment requires a simple majority. Okay? Those who wish to approve the amendment, please stand and remain standing until I tell you to sit down. I'm sorry, point of clarification. Yes. Thank you, Nora.
So Roger, did you want to include like lines 1, 2, and 3, or just the alphabetized parts? Because I'm wondering if we wouldn't want to ask them to withdraw anything pertaining to 10+1 as a kind of a...
What is that?
I know, but rather than specifying, simplifying.
It's my feeling with the authoritarian language.
Okay. Sorry. So we can, at this point, you can only repeat the amendment that you suggested. You can't, at this point, change it. And believe it, the amendment that was stated was to delete lines 1 through 21 on page 2. Okay? So that is the amendment, to delete lines 1 through 21 on page 2. Okay? That's what we're going to be voting on.
Gotcha.
We're out of time for debate. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to vote on that amendment. If you are in favor of making the amendment to this motion and to remove those lines from this motion, please stand.
Faculty, please wear your red tag. Yeah, force you.
You gotta stand still.
All those who are opposed to the amendment of removing those lines, please stand. This required a simple majority. I don't think we need to count. Thank you. Anyone want to dispute that count? We're all in agreement that the no votes won. Thank you. Well, we're out of time, so there's not really a need. There's no need to call the question. The motion to extend time failed. So that's what we're going to do right now. Is we're going to proceed to vote on the motion.
Just point of information.
Point of information. Yes.
So on the clarification that I tried to get from Francine, right? So it's not possible to put clarifying language at this point if it's a friendly amendment?
I'm sorry. It's even a friendly amendment is too late at this point. We're out of time. I might point out that since this motion is on a